Breaking news out of Iran this morning. The president and foreign minister of Iran killed yesterday in a helicopter crash in the mountains of northern Iran as the helicopter passed through bad weather, heavy fog and rain. But there are still a lot of questions swirling about the cause of the accident. Who was responsible? Was it pilot error or was the helicopter taken out? Joining us now for reaction is retired U.S. Army Colonel and former Director of Cybersecurity for the Department of Defense, Colonel John Mills, and Senate Chairman of the National Iranian Congress and author of Comrade Ayatollah, Amir Fakhravar. Gentlemen, great to have you on this morning. Colonel, take us through where you are as we wake up on this Monday morning with what happened in Iran yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Good morning. This happened in the upper left corner, East Azerbaijan, in Iran, not to be confused with with Azerbaijan, the country. Now, he was next door visiting a dam in Azerbaijan, a joint project with the president of Azerbaijan, and then Raisi was coming back in a three helicopter formation, and we don't know. It was bad weather, possibly maintenance issue, possibly air traffic control issues, possibly something else. East Azerbaijan is kind of ungoverned space for the government of Iran.
Interesting.
Amir, what immediate impact will the death of Iran's president have on their domestic political stability?
Thank you for having me. Let's first not telling him Iranian president, because he was appointed by Supreme Leader. And Iranian people, honestly, they are celebrating right now. Last night, we have seen a lot of celebration, firework all over the country because the people were happy. And also, I know Israel shouldn't accept that, but we thank Israel. All the Iranian people, just look at the social media. You will see thank you Israel is everywhere, because the people of Iran in their heart, they know Israel is right now the good ally, and Israel is the one who can take care of all these butchers in Tehran. And Ibrahim Raisi, when he was 19, the so-called revolution, Islamic revolution in Iran happened. I'm calling it so-called because in my book, Comrade Ayatollah, I brought a lot of facts that it was not a revolution at all. It was the Russian coup in Iran in 1979, and everybody missed it. And then he was 19. Then he was 20, Ibrahim Raisi. He was appointed as a judge without having any knowledge of law at all, or let's say any degree of anything. And at the age of 20, Ibrahim Raisi started to sign execution order for the high-ranking army general of Iran, because the regime, newly established Islamic regime in Iran, they were worried about Iranian army to do coup d'etat against them. And they started to kill all army generals who probably could put together a coup d'etat against this regime. And Ibrahim Raisi was involved in that one. In 1989, when he was 30, then something else happened. He was officially titled the Butcher of Tehran because he mass murdered Iranian prisoners inside a Wien prison in Iran.
Amir, we've only got a little bit of time, so I'm going to stop you there. I just want to ask you, do you think that this was this pilot error or bad weather or some combination of the two, or was this plane taken out by Mossad or the CIA or MI6 or somebody else?
Look, because there were 3 helicopters there at the same time. 2 of them are okay, but they cannot say bad weather. Bad weather was just for this one. If you're asking me, since Israel has a very close relationship with Azerbaijan, not Iranian Azerbaijan, the Republic of Azerbaijan, then, yeah, it could be the Israelis' job. Again, let's thank them. And Ibrahim Raisi, when he became president, it was not a people's vote at all. He was appointed by Supreme Leader because Supreme Leader trusted him very much to see him even as the next Supreme Leader. It can be Israelis' job, or it can be one of the inside fight in the country, because many people at the power, they didn't want to see him the next Supreme Leader. Anyway, we are happy. That was the best thing after killing Qasem Soleimani by President Trump, which was amazing. This is another best thing.
Colonel,
thank you,
same question to you. What do you think really happened?
Yeah, these are old helicopters, not well maintained. Again, this is ungoverned space. There's a lot, as Amir said, there is a lot of people in Iran who do not like Raisi. He's overseen several mass murders, mass executions. He is not well liked, and so very possibly something could have happened. And it was interesting. Out of the 3-ship formation, only the one with Raisi, Musavi, his personal security lead, the foreign minister was the one that went down. So that is very interesting. And very easily targetable, even in this bad weather. If they knew the flight track, somebody could have been waiting. That's totally something that was possible on the table. He is not a popular figure at all.
I don't know if we'll ever get an answer to that question, but I can tell you. So, again, it was traveling through the mountains in northern Iran, about 375 miles outside Tehran, the capital. He was flying on a U.S.-made Bell 212 Vietnam-era Huey from the early 1970s with no terrain avoidance system and no weather radar. I don't know why you would ever fly your president on a 50-year-old helicopter without those two necessary pieces of technology that all modern helicopters have. Gentlemen, we've got to leave it there. We appreciate you being with us. John, Amir, thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Lots more to go this morning. Former President